What new measures have been taken against fake IDs?
What's one of the most beautiful places in Tucson?
And see what Tucson's doing for its local animals. All this and more tonight.
This is Wildcast.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Wildcast. I'm Max Efren.
And I'm Sarah Canty. Thanks for joining us tonight. Convicted mass shooter Jared Loughner was sentenced in federal court Thursday. Loughner was sentenced to 7 life sentences plus 140 years for killing 6 and injuring 13, including U.S. Representative Gabrielle Giffords, in the mass shooting in Tucson nearly 2 years ago. The judge recommended he serve his sentence at the prison facility he has been at in Missouri.
Steps have recently been taken by law enforcement agencies in Arizona to hinder underage drinkers with fake IDs from obtaining alcohol. Wildcast reporter Allie Lee has the story.
The Department of Liquor Licensing Control was recently awarded a $31,000 grant from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety to improve liquor enforcement statewide and crack down on fake IDs. The state of Arizona has a huge number of fake IDs due to the 3 universities home to Arizona.
My friend Demi actually has one, and she got caught with it, and she got taken to the police station, her and a bunch of her friends. She was the only one that wasn't 21, and she and all of her friends got kicked out of the nightclub, got taken to the police station, and they all had to stay over there overnight.
DLC officers plan on providing fake ID training to state, county, university, and local law enforcement officers, in addition to a civilian course designed for liquor licensees and their staff. Creating the training materials and offering training at no cost would be impossible without funding from this grant.
To identify features of a fake ID requires hours of training because each state may have 2 or more versions of IDs.
Although the main supplier of fake IDs, ID Chief, is now out of business, hundreds of thousands of fake IDs remain in circulation with access to liquor. Since July of 2011, 1,500 law enforcement officers and liquor licensees have received fake ID training, and over 1,800 criminal liquor citations have been written. Reporting from Wildcast, I'm Allie Lee.
Now that I'm 22, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that stuff anymore.
Yeah, seriously, I have a couple friends who have gotten busted and it just doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah. The past few years have seen a lot of construction around the UA campus. This year, the trend continues. A new housing development is being built on campus, but it's not a university project. A private company called Level 1 is building student housing on campus near Speedway Boulevard and Park Avenue. The private developer has been working on the project since the beginning of the school year. The end date of the construction is unclear, but more information about the project and the company can be found at level1.com.
Last week, the University of Arizona Alumni Association hosted their annual Club Olympics. This 3-day event on the mall channels the unity and school spirit of any and all UA clubs by having them participate in events such as a relay race, rock climbing, and finishing off with a mud tug of war in front of Old Main, which might explain any muddy students you saw walking around campus. The Club Olympics were a homecoming celebration, but also gave the clubs a chance to win cash prizes.
We'll give you a look at one of local Tucson's treasures after the break. It may have taken a while, but bikers on campus finally have some roadside assistance. So many student bikers on campus and only 2 bike stands to share. That was until this semester. A $2,000 grant has paid for these green Fix-It bike stands. They can be found at the Park Student Union, Modern Languages, Harville, and the Santa Cruz and Apache dorms. The new Fix-It stands are complete with a tire pump, wrenches, screwdrivers, and a tire level, all for free.
The air pumps over there cost money, cost change with quarters, and most students don't really carry cash. And it's easier just to expend the effort to push the pump, and the having the wrenches and tools on hand makes it much more useful anyway.
Wanting a desert escape? Look no further than our backyard. Sabino Canyon is a local treasure right here in Tucson. Reporter Danielle Carpenter has more.
Sabino Canyon is considered the oasis of the desert here in Tucson. It's located in the Coronado National Forest and is a great place for students to get outdoors and take a hike.
Peaceful, even though it's so close to the city, you can get out and just get back to nature, and it's quiet. You don't hear the cars, that type of thing. It's just really peaceful.
Sabino Canyon offers tram rides, hiking trails, and even bike trails early in the morning. Depending on the level of difficulty for each hiker, there are 3 different hiking trails to choose from: the Sabino Canyon, the Bear Canyon, and the Seven Falls Trail.
Not only a place that people love to visit just as tourists, but you have a lot of local people that come here on a daily basis to exercise. They jog or walk or bike the canyon, and so it's something for everyone.
Sabino Canyon is home to nearly 200 birds and dozens of plants and animal species.
Cats, there are, there's skunks, there's javelina, there's white-tailed deer, there's coyotes, there's all kinds of different animals. So if you're interested in science or in nature, there's truly something for everyone.
A little test or something like that, you need to get out, just to get a change of pace. This is a place to come. You're missing it if you're not coming.
Reporting from Sabino Canyon, I'm Danielle Carpenter for Wildcast.
AAA has announced November 12th through 18th as Drowsy Driver Prevention Week. 1 in 3 drivers admitted to driving drowsy in the past month. AAA representatives stress the importance of paying attention to the road. They explain that driving while drowsy can be deadly. 1 in 6 deadly crashes involves a drowsy driver. AAA gives a few tips on avoiding nodding off behind the wheel. Get lots of sleep. Travel at times when you are normally awake. Travel with a friend. Do not rely on caffeine to keep you awake, and avoid heavy foods or medications.
The number one reason for accidents happening is from distracted driving, and that can be anything from being on the cell phone, to eating, to drinking water, to having extra passengers in the car.
You can find out more online. We'll give you the latest news updates, answer your questions, and post challenges on our Facebook page.
After the break, see how local shelters help your cuddly friends.
I'm Derek Williams, the former U of A Wildcat. You're watching UATV. Don't change the channel.
I'll be right there.
Thanks, cameraman. You're my hero.
Hello, and welcome to UA Tonight.
We are your hosts. No way. No.
It's okay, you don't have to cut me off.
No way.
Guatemala.
I'm like
Thank
literally
you so
obsessed.
much.
The silver I'm
Baby, I'll be stuck to you like glue. Baby.
It's all these travelers. I've never even been there.
for drunk driving after calling the cops on himself.
We thought that, you guys. Oh my god!
with an undefeated 5-0 outcome for the Fall Classic Tournament.
The Occupy movement is taking hold because of its strength in numbers.
Tonight is the absolute last night to ride the trolley, as it is closing for 2 years.
I'm sitting on what used to be known as Bear Down Field, which will soon be U of A's new practice field.
I'm Evan Murray, reporting from McHale Center with Wildcast.
Welcome back. For you animal lovers out there, annual Animal Shelter Appreciation Week just passed. Wildcast reporter Chelsea Wold took a look at what our local shelter did for the week. Chelsea?
The best way to start the morning is with a brisk walk and relaxing bath.
Oh, you're so pretty, buddy.
For many animals at the Humane Society of Southern Arizona, that is how they start their day. Since 1944, the Humane Society has been an integral part of the Tucson community by helping animals find a place to call home.
Fostering is ideal for college students because it's temporary and it's free because we provide all of the food, supplies, and medical care, and it can be just such a huge help.
This week, the Humane Society of Southern Arizona is part of the nationwide effort to acknowledge what local animal shelters do for their communities. Without the Humane Society's ongoing efforts to rescue pets, there would be many animals wandering the streets of Tucson without a home. The Humane Society of Southern Arizona has many other animals besides cats and dogs. The Humane Society offers many animal services to the Tucson community besides healthy animal adoption, like vaccinations, microchipping, and spaying and neutering. On average, the shelter takes in 10,000 animals a year. Since the Humane Society is a nonprofit organization, it relies a lot on support from the Tucson community.
Because without the support of the citizenry, there are a lot of animals that would be euthanized. There are a lot of animals that would need veterinary care that would not get veterinary care.
Support for the Humane Society can come in many forms and is not limited to donating money. The Humane Society has more than 800 active volunteers and many programs for the public to get involved in.
Volunteer to provide enrichment for our animals, walking dogs, playing with our cats, giving animals treats, giving them love and attention.
Home is where the heart is, and there are many hearts at the Humane Society of Southern Arizona waiting for someone to come and love them. Reporting from the Humane Society of Southern Arizona for Wildcast, I'm Chelsea Wold.
There was a great turnout at the walk to defeat ALS this weekend. The 3-mile walk took place at Reed Park before the homecoming events on Saturday. It supported those who have amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also called Lou Gehrig's disease, which is a neurodegenerative disease that affects 5 out of every 100,000 people and has no cure. The walk raised money for the ALS Association, the leaders in research, patient services, public advocacy, and giving hope to those affected by ALS. For more information on the walk and ALS, visit walkaz.alsa.org.
Speaking of homecoming, Lauren, how did the Cats do this weekend in sports?
Well, Sarah, the Wildcats made a memorable homecoming weekend. The football team defeated the Colorado Buffaloes 56-31 Saturday afternoon, with a stellar performance turned in from Kadeem Carey. Carey broke the Pac-12 rush record by rushing for 366 yards, as well as tying the Arizona touchdown record by scoring 5 touchdowns. Wide receiver Austin Hill hit 1,000 yards in receiving and is now a top 10 finalist for the Bolitnikoff Award. This award is given to the nation's top wide receiver at the end of each season. The Cats hit the road for the last time this weekend to take on Utah and are now bowl eligible with 6 wins. The gymnastics team previewed some new routines last Friday, which proved promising and impressive. Their first meet is in January, and the Gym Cats are working hard to have a successful upcoming season. Our 12th ranked basketball team defeated Charleston Southern in their season opener on Sunday, 88-73, and take on the University of Texas El Paso on Thursday at home. That's all I have. Have a great week, everyone. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Lauren. So hopefully we can crack the top 10.
I know, it should be a good basketball season.
Absolutely.
But from all of us here at UATV, thanks for joining us. You can watch us anytime online at uatv.arizona.edu.
We'll see you back here next week for another edition of Wildcast.